Today is May 22nd, 2019, and I found out today my treatment plan of everything that is going to happen in the next few weeks. So I have to get chemotherapy done, and I'll do 3 days of that next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then I'll have to wait 3 weeks after that to kind of like let my body recover, and then do 3 more days of chemo, and then wait 3 weeks, let my body recover, and then do 3 more days. So it'll be the end of May, I think May 29th, 30th, and 31st, and then it'll be June 19th, 20th, and 21st, and then July 10th, 11th, and 12th. And that's the plan so far. I'm really scared. It's like so many thoughts going on in my head right now. A lot of information that the doctors gave me, but I'm trying to stay positive still. I mean, it's really hard. I mean, it's okay for me to get upset and kind of just be scared. I mean, I think that's okay to be scared, but I'm trying to just, think of all the good things. I'm hoping that I can get through this. It's just gonna suck for a while, basically. I have a strong support system, which is good. And, then after the chemo, after the 3 doses or 3 weeks, separate doses of chemo, I'm supposed to recover after that, and then I'll have surgery to remove the tumor after that, which is like probably gonna be like end of July, beginning of August. And I don't know if I'm like supposed to do chemo after that. I just have to wait and see. So I'm just gonna keep praying about it and keep reading the Bible, and I know God will get me through this. It's just gonna be tough, I just have to be strong. And I like this quote, or this verse in the Bible. It's from Joshua 1:9. It says, well, actually, before that, the most famous quote is, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And even before that, it's talking about Joshua. Moses had just passed away, and he led his people into the promised land. And after Moses died, then he's telling Joshua to, he has to, give the land to the ancestors, and he swore it to them, and he has to face all these battles ahead of him. And God is just talking, and he's just telling Joshua, he says it multiple times in this verse, and in Joshua 1:5, he says, no one will be able to stand against you all of the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land of their ancestors, which I promised to give them. And then he says, be very strong and courageous. And then he goes on and talks more, and then he says it again. And then even at the end of chapter 1, he says, only be strong and courageous. So I think that's really encouraging to me. And there's a lot of other verses that I've read about and looked into, and I think it's just giving me hope, and not to be afraid. And I'm really thankful for like all the things that I do have, and I think I'm just scared because there's like a lot of side effects to the chemo and stuff. So I don't care about losing my hair. Like that doesn't even bother me. That's like the least of my worries. So I'm just gonna, I know God will be with me, and I have a strong support system and everything, and I'm thankful for like everything else, in my body's working. It's just this one little spot on my leg that's just, like, taking over and destroying my tissue, and it's like I need to just get it out of my body and just get rid of it. So, it's my kitty. She's really snuggly. And then my dog Miley's over there. So, I have a lot of support. But I think, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, the doctor today said that whatever I have is, like, really rare. And she even said, like, she's like, oh, whatever you have is really rare. And, like, even when you, like, look into the literature, there's only, like, 6 cases or something out there, like, in the literature. And not a lot. So it's just interesting to think about. And I'm trying, I'm like, there has to be a lesson in all this, and there has to be something I can learn from all this. And I'm learning a lot already, and there's so much that I know that I will continue to learn, and everything. It's just I'm just like, God, what is this all about, I know I'll be stronger in the end, and I have faith that I'll get through this. And I'm happy the doctor said, I want to save your leg, and I want you to live to be a really old lady. And I think those are 2 wonderful things. And it's interesting. I look at, like, all these people out there, and I'm like old, people older than me, and I just, like, find myself, like, being like, they're so lucky, to, like, have their healthy lives that they've had for so long. And but I'm just emotional right now, because this has all just happened today. So but I just I know I can get through this. I'm really strong. I know I can, and it's gonna suck. And I'm just gonna pray that, like, all the side effects I've talked about aren't really gonna be that bad, and I'm gonna get through this. And I'm hoping that, like, since I have been healthy and everything before all this, then I'm like, maybe that'll help me battle the side effects. But then you never know, like, it could be. So I don't know. I have faith that I'll get through it. And I'm supposed to get a port put in, which I actually want one of those. It's like a little circular thing that'll go under my skin. That way I won't have to keep going back, and, like, they won't have to keep, like, poking my skin, like, on my arms for labs, and they won't have to keep, like, trying to start IVs and stuff. And the chemo's, like, really strong, so if it, like, the risk of it, like, if my IV were to go bad and then it, like, went in my arm, or it could, like, ruin my tissue in my arm, and I'd have to, like, get plastic surgery or something for that. So, like, they're just gonna put a port in so that I would prevent that from happening. It's pretty crazy, just all this. It just seems like a dream, and I just feel like I'm gonna wake up from all this and go back to my normal life. But things like this happen to people all the time, or and it's just happening to me. And I'm accepting that, and it's fine. I just I'm hopeful that things will get better, and I thank God for every moment that I have, and every good day and every bad day. I'll get through it all. But I know that I will walk again, and I will run again, and I know that I will. And I'm gonna work again as a nurse. I want to take care of more people, and I'm just hoping, like, it's funny, the doctors all know that I'm a nurse and stuff, and I'm just like, well, maybe this will help me. Like, maybe I should go into cancer research, or work with cancer patients, or help them through, like, what they're going through. But I just need to get through this myself. I think I'm starting to realize that I want to keep working and I want to keep helping people, and it's hard for me to not be able to do things for myself, and even just like simple things like trying to do the dishes or whatever. Like, I'm not supposed to be really standing on my leg at all right now because my bone, they don't want me to fracture my leg, so that's like the main thing they keep telling me, don't fracture your leg. So it's like, okay, I've just been using my crutches, and I have like a little electronic scooter that I've been riding around my house to help clean my house and stuff. But so that's cool. I get to ride around my house, and it's so funny. It goes so fast. My dogs are like run away from me when I drive around, but I can go in my kitchen and my bedroom and just ride around everywhere. So I'm gonna I just ask God for guidance and strength through all this. I've been reading the Bible, and then I also have this little book that I found. It's called Red Sea Rules, and it's basically just said 10 God-given strategies for difficult times, and then it said the same God who led you in will lead you out. So I'm only on like the second chapter, but I mean, it's a tiny little book, but it has been helping me a lot through this, and answering a lot of difficult questions. And I think I mean, obviously, like, a lot of people, if they've been in any situation like this or any kind of hardship, it's like, why is this happening to me? Why? You know, it's like, I mean, of course I can't help but ask why, but I think the main question, the more important question I want to get answered is, how is this gonna affect me, like, in the future? Like, how is this gonna change me? I mean, I think I already know it's a little, like, changing me a little bit, like, strengthening my faith and stuff, but, you know, what is the purpose of all of this? Not, like, why is this happening to me? Like, why does it have to be me? Like, I'm not really thinking that. I mean, maybe sometimes I think that, but, in the end, it's really just, like, I want to know, like, what's the outcome, you know? Because I know there's something good that's going to happen at the end of all this, and I can't wait to find out what it is, and it might take a really long time to figure it out, and maybe I'll spend the rest of my life trying to figure it out, but I know that I'm going to have a lot of bad days. I mean, I'll probably have more bad days than good, and I'm going to be sad, and I'm going to be upset, but I'm trying to not be upset, but I'm finding that it's okay to get upset and not hold those emotions back. But I just keep thinking, you know, I'm gonna get through this. You know, I just have to get through the wilderness and onto the other side of where I'm going. So I will see what happens. All right, thanks for listening. I'll post more things. I know I've talked about a lot of different topics that I want to talk about, but I just needed to kind of vent about what's been happening today and what's to come. So, have a good day. Thanks.